Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same thing with being an artist or being a broadcaster. How am I going to package myself so that I can get that water sponsor?
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to make that water sponsor feel that not only do I need to give this radio show product, but see, you're all listening. Y'all all stop moving.
Whole room was like, wait a minute.
Knowledge.
Wait a minute.
But how do I make it so that they not only see the value in me, but I can see the value in them?
Mm-hmm.
What is then the first thing I tell my broadcasting students is when I moved down, when I first started working for Chase, like the first thing, I don't look like what my job title was at Chase. And every day I went in there, and it was actually my superiors who told me, you don't belong here. You were too smart for this job.
Huh.
So we're going to sit down with you and devise a plan.
I've heard that kind of stuff before. Like when people tell you that you're too smart for something, they feel like, well, you're not gonna be here that long, or you're gonna get bored with this job because it's not going to stimulate you enough, or it's not what you want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're too smart for this. You're too educated for that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that works the same way with a lot of like we keep going back, we keep circling back to artists. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many artists that think they're so educated that are like, you know what? I'm kind of.
You sound like you want to drop names. Because every time he says it, he looks at Sergio like we was just talking about that guy or that girl just a minute ago.
It's just being like I said, it's just being in Tampa. You know, if you've been in Tampa around the music scene, this can apply to a lot of artists here. There's artists here who are doing the right things, but there's a lot of artists. You even said 98% of artists are basically doing the wrong thing. And I mean, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of artists here are doing the wrong things.
Yeah.
And it's like that when you think you already know something, but you really don't, but you just keep saying that you know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's you get to a point where then you don't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like then it just I think they all fall back into that same little thing. Well, you know what? Nobody's gonna mess with me. I'll do it myself. And
but
the hell with everybody else.
Defeatist attitude.
Yeah.
That's the defeatist attitude. It's nobody's gonna mess with me outside of here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I met Scala 6 years ago through a BBM chat room.
Who?
Started talking to him and his brother, and they were like, we don't come down to Florida and see you. And I was like, I don't know, y'all. We got to meet in a public place.
Yeah. We're going to meet somewhere with some lights.
Yeah,
Meet down across the street from the police station.
And literally, it was just us having. Shout out to Blackberries. I miss my Blackberry.
For real.
That was a word I haven't heard in a long time.
But that's how, a lot of relationships, at least in my experience, was nurtured through BBM chat rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be invited. I was in so many secret BBM chat rooms with high-level executives and promoters and marketers that I was like, how the hell I get in here?
They realize it's me, right?
Yeah. It was like, how they know me? Who put me in here? Why is my phone keep going? Why my battery keep dying? But they drove down.
Mm-hmm.
We met. We always laugh about this. We met in a Starbucks in Target.
Wow.
It was the double. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm double protected.
Like for real. They can't meet at Walmart. Walmart don't have cops.
Yeah, exactly.
Target
Some do though.
shit. Every Target has cops, just so you know.
And I was like, we talked. And he told me what he was looking for and so on. And I was like, well, I have an artist, Lady G. Give me your music. I'll listen to it. Now, mind you, they could have just emailed me their music.
True.
But they wanted to put a face to the texting.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I left that meeting, I threw a CD in and I listened to it. And before they even got out of Tampa, I was hitting them up and saying, he's dope.
Nice.
He can tell a story. I said his voice is unique. He's got a look. Let's see about getting him and G on a track.
Nice.
And that's literally how it happened.
That's how the foundation got built.
Yeah. And they met, G and Scholar met 2 hours later via Skype. He was still in Orlando.
Yeah.
And they started writing.
See, that's what we were telling you about Skype, Serge.
Yeah. Serge.
That
you Skype that I told you about a few times that you should probably download and have.
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell. Go ahead and tell her why. Go ahead and tell her why you ain't using Skype.
I don't even use Skype. Exactly, that's the problem. Did you not just hear what she said?
Let me tell you something.
Not present.
I'm going to speak to the broadcaster in you. Do you understand what syndication is? Okay, you're shaking your head, but do you understand?
Understand it completely? No.
Okay. I'm going to tell you how you can syndicate your show right now using the very tool that you have such an aversion for.
Say it.
All right. Right now, you are broadcasting on Spreaker. Well, once you get the cameras in here, you'll be able to video cast your show. You will be able to interview people all over the world via Skype because Ustream, which is a free service.
Remember Ustream? Yeah.
Okay, Ustream hooks up with Skype. And you can hook those two up, take in live calls, video calls, broadcast it over Spreaker. Now you're hitting 3 different audiences that will not touch. People who go to live stream, people who go to Spreaker, people who go to Blog Talk Radio, people who go to YouTube, if you become a creator, they do not cross-pollinate, which means you are reaching unique footprints.
Yeah. Oh. We're in a niche. What you mean, huh?
This guy.
What you mean? Yo, he feel because
See, I ain't know
told
all
you.
that shit because that's great shit right there. But I told you should have got Skype. I'm just saying.
So think of it.
Yeah, I was just using the phone just to take calls. I wasn't looking at it from that aspect.
See, but
know what I'm
now this is part of your business plan. I just gave you a business plan.
Yeah. And the best part is it's a podcast. And the thing is, it's a podcast. So you just go back to this particular point in time and just replay it over and over and over
I might
and
have to do
over
that
again.
myself.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you can go on Audacity, cut this part out, and just replay it while you sleep. Do that.
But that's what I teach my students at CSB. Part of what I teach them.
Nice.
I teach them how to market the entire thing, but you got to pay that tuition. For that.
Yeah, buddy.
But at the end of the day, unique numbers, those demographics are not going to cross-pollinate. They have their own specialized niche audiences, and they will, the people who literally do this, like, we could have a whole meeting.
Yeah, we're going to have to. We got to schedule something.
You're going to have to you better get your paper right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. She's going round and about. Hey, look, we could talk, but it's gonna cost. It's like anything else, man. We could talk, but it's gonna cost.
I like.
Can you afford it?
Of course I can.
There you go. That's all.
Of course
I
I can. Baby.
Exactly. See?
I got this.
All he needs is all he needs is one simple consultation. That's it. Because he's going to see, he's taking mental notes right now, and he's thinking.
I wish he had a notepad. You got the book right behind
Hey,
you.
remember that whole thing about rewinding the podcast? just throwing it out there. Oh my god, that was great. I liked it. So I have a nice little fun side question. So, like with all the DJing and all the things that you've done, what is like one that you were just like, this shit right here, I like this shit.
It all depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to DJ Reality, I'm gonna say DJing that's my heart. Mm-hmm. That's what was my foundation. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the business aspect of it. I became involved in the business aspect of it because I had managers that I couldn't manage. Mm. They didn't know. They were just friends of mine that I said, hey, you want to manage me?
Yeah. Let's all make this money.
And then I wound up having to teach them.
Right.
Mm.
So it was they're coming to me asking me, what should we do in this situation? And I'm going, but you're the manager.
You the manager. Figure it out.
Yeah. If that's the case, I might as well manage myself.
Yeah.
Right.
So I love the DJ. I've been doing it. You know, I always tell my age, and people always look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm 51 years old. Mm-hmm. You know, and I've been DJing for over 30 years.
Nice.
So now I'm in the stage where not only I'm still getting joy from DJing, but I'm also mentoring some DJs.
Nice.
So that, and I did that this past September. I took one of the Tampa DJs here to LA and just took them and opened them up and to a new experience.
Right. Nice.
And it wasn't because, oh, well, I didn't want to DJ. No, I DJ this event all the time. I found that person here that I see a little of myself in. And he just never had the opportunity. Mm. And I don't see him as ever being local.
Can we say who that is?
Yeah, DJ Spaceship.
Nice. Shout out Spaceship.
Dude.
You know, I see a lot of myself in him. I see that hunger. I see that drive, the drive to be better. Mm. So I've taken it upon myself, whether he likes it or not, okay, to where I'm going to mentor this brother.
You're going to get this.
You know, and so that when I finally say, you know, I don't want to DJ anymore, I can just manage him.
Nice.
But I can't manage him right now because we're both in the same arena. Mm-hmm. You know, Gladius is never going to fight Gladius.
That ain't happening. But he sure as hell will fight some tigers, though.
Exactly. So as far as I'm concerned, it's me and Spaceship against the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
As well as I have 20 Weird Problem DJs around the world.
Nice.
They are in Amsterdam, Hong Kong, the UK, Georgia, California, New York. And these gentlemen and ladies are who I consider some of the best DJs. They hold down residencies. They're not the biggest names, but these are the people that the biggest names refer to in the long run.
Nice.
and they all carry the We Are Problem banner. And I'm able to give them opportunities, and in exchange, they're my A&R people.
Ooh.
You know, I can send them a Swart record.